Good Monia welcomes you. This is Humaira and I hope you all are doing fine. In our last episode, I had left you at this cliffhanger where I had asked you to do one task. I hope you did some research. So, I had given you the example of watermelon and chocolate cake, and I had said the chocolate cake has lower glycemic index as compared to watermelon. Your task was to see that how we can quantify the entire glucose and carbohydrate concept. So now is the time we introduce our new term, the glycemic load. Glycemic load combines the quantity and quality of carbohydrates. And there is a small formula that we have to keep in mind. Glycemic index into carbohydrates in grams divided by 100. That will give us the glycemic load. So for example, we are having one small apple and the glycemic index of an apple is 38%. So that apple will have 13 grams of carbohydrates approximately. So 38 into 13 divided by 100 will give us 5. That is the glycemic load of an apple. That means 5 grams of glucose in one apple. Categorize glycemic load into 3 categories: low, medium and high. The low GL category is from 0 to 10. For medium it is 11 to 19 and 20 and above is for high GL. So now you can calculate the glycemic load of every food item that you eat and see whether it falls under the right category. And as per our calculation for apple, it was 5 grams of glucose, and that tells us that apple lies within the safe, that is a low GL category. So some of the examples for low GL foods are green vegetables, some fruits like oranges, apple, pear, plum, etc. Then we have raw carrots and bran breakfast cereals. Examples for medium GL foods can be sweet corn, raw pineapple, bananas, then there is multigrain, oats, etc. And finally, examples for high GL food can be white rice, white bread, potatoes, as expected, right? This is why we do not allow the diabetes patients to consume white rice, white bread, because the glucose release is very fast. Come back to the same watermelon and cake example. I am not letting that go easily, because so many people from the last episode got confused whether am I advising them to have a chocolate cake? No, like I mentioned last time, it does not mean that since the glycemic index of watermelon is higher than chocolate, I advise you to have chocolate. I will tell you why. The glycemic index of watermelon is 72%. But if I am having one serving of watermelon, that is 100 grams, that will give me a glycemic load of 2 grams only, which makes it a healthy option, because glycemic load is 2, that is, it is within the low GL category. Understand that anything which is eaten in consideration in portion size will be healthy for you. Now whether you are having one slice of cake or the entire cake, that is going to make a difference in your glycemic load, obviously, because we are going to keep carbohydrate count in mind. And the same is for watermelon. If you are having one serving of watermelon, you are safe, but if you are having the entire watermelon all by yourself, then it is an issue. So I hope that we are able to quantify and then pick our food choices and make better, healthier choices for ourselves. Not that all the time you have to go for low GL food. It is all situational. Like I had said, for GI also, not that every time you have to pick a high GI food or a low GI food. I just gave you an example for that. So if somebody is about to faint, or there is an athlete who has just finished their workout or an event, they want instant energy, right? So they cannot go for low GL food, because the release of glucose is going to be slow. If they go for sugar or anything that has high GL, that will give them instant glucose, and that is what they need. So it varies from person to person and based on situation. If you are a diabetic person or with any other comorbidity, then your choice of food will be different. So you have to eat everything with consideration. You have to understand how this food item is going to affect me, how it suits me. It doesn't matter that if something is suiting one person, it will also suit the other. Some people feel gastritic issues, they have bloating issues after having certain food items. A lot of people think that with fruits there are no restrictions because I am having something healthy. Yes, of course, fruits are loaded with vitamins and minerals, but it also needs to be eaten into moderation, because when you do over of something, it will be an imbalance, and we do not want that, right? We need to have a balance of all the vitamins, all the minerals, all the macros, because even fruits have carbohydrates. So just having fruits the entire day and thinking that I'm going to be in the healthy range is not going to help us. We need everything. So always keep this math in mind, GI into carbohydrates by 100 whenever you pick a food item, and see whether you're lying in the low range or in the high range. And based on your situation, you pick. That's all for today. I am signing off for now. I hope you like this video. Do share it with people. You never know whose life you will save. Until next time, love, invest, find yourself and enjoy. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Eudaimonia.